Hello there, welcome to my tutorial. Today we'll be learning about the basic structure of the screenplay. As you're probably aware, the screenplay is the written blueprint for visual media, from motion pictures and television shows to short films and industrials. What I'm going to show you today is the bare basic format accepted in most mediums of media writing using the industry standard software Final Draft. Every scene in a screenplay, whether it's part of a movie or a TV show or etc., will begin with a slug line. Appearing at the top of the page, the slug line establishes the very basic setting of your scene, whether it's interior or exterior, inside or outside, where it takes place, and if it's day or night. We'll begin our scene by placing it in a coffee shop. We'll type INT, which is short for interior, period, the location, coffee shop. We'll do a dash and then day. You don't have to be specific with the time, like 2 p.m. or early dawn, unless it's imperative to the scene. Anytime you transition between settings or times, you'll need a new slug line at the top. On the screenplay document, right under the slug line, you'll begin a scene with a brief scene description. It's hard to dictate exactly how to do this since everyone kind of has their own style, but the general consensus in screenwriting is to be short and concise. Write economically to establish mood and place. As we go on to write Julie's first line, we'll place her name centered with the dialogue appearing directly underneath, also centered. If Julie speaks again before anyone else, we'll flag her name with cont or continued at the end. Sometimes you'll be writing dialogue for characters that don't appear on screen for a number of reasons. For instance, David picks up the phone and we hear the voice of his mother through the phone. In this instance, her dialogue would have the tag OS, which stands for off-screen. At the end of your scene, you have the option to use a transition to the next one. If you picture the scene fading to black, then you'd enter the transition fade to black in the far right bottom corner. While some mediums have slightly different rules, this is most widely accepted as the basic formatting of a script. If you have other questions or you want to learn more about screenplay writing, simplyscripts.com is a great resource for format as well as an entire database of existing scripts to read for reference. Thank you for watching and happy writing!